Greetings, it is I, CZQ. I just created this transmission or activation or whatever you want to call it, right? And so it just happened this morning. And my process is when I'm writing and I'm listening, I get maybe one or two, three words, and then I type, and then I have to go in and just wait. Like, what else are they going to say? So all of this kind of shows up, and I also go to the dictionary to make sure what the words are and what they mean. So super fun. All right, so we're going to get started with this piece. It's kind of short. Unto the light of prisms of purple, green, and yellow, each element procures an alignment of the varied strains of spaciousness as validity paths new ways of expressing. Within, without thereto reframes the knowing of days before now, and realizing the distinctions of the spectrums of life. Vibrational colors across all chasms of curiosity to engage with deeper aliveness of being becomes known and evident. Unto here, the spaces of freedom resides to the strains of electromagnetic infusion, and to this, the universal quarks operate as an elemental higher energy. Plasma hovers as a space of continuity of the living presence of all that is. To satisfy one's curiosity, the all of all is simply a being, as you two are the one. Purple, green, and yellow awakening now. I know, I love, I can. You know this. It's been your story for eons of three. Universal consciousness celebrates lives, those who dwell upon and below the surface of Gaia. Send this love to this special place and honor your journey here now. Becoming to be more than before. It is you. Happening now. Happening now. I don't know. Sometimes I want to write, and then I'm like, I don't really want to write, but writing is kind of what I do. And this morning, I kind of got a notion early in the morning that there was going to be a written piece or an activation or a frequency boost. I don't know. But when I look at some of the words that I infuse in with these pieces, it's really about energy. It's all freaking about energy. And so all that energy is helping us and informing us and showing us more about how amazing all of us are, all of us boots on the ground, right? Boots on the ground. And, here this earthly school is a beautiful space to acknowledge some of what we call the colors, the spectrums of the colors. I love all of the colors. And sometimes when I look at colors, I look at them through the Akashic records. So the colors there's a color, right? But then there's also a sensory load, and there's also vibration with the colors when I'm looking at the Akashic records. And I think a number of years ago, I had a really divine person that came in for a session, and everything was underwater, but it was like color, but it was vibrating all over the place, all these vibrations and all this movement. And it was a really fun experience for me to look at that woman's Akashic records. And when I go into the Akashic records, they start talking about what they're seeing, and then I can go right with them. So I can see exactly what else is happening. So the Akashic records are pretty fabulous, and then you go into what we call automatic writing. And so all of these processes that I do are pretty, I don't know, pretty easy for me to go into flow. Sometimes I just don't want to do it, because it's like, oh God, because it takes a while to figure out what the meaning is, so these energies come in, and I'm like, can it just be simple? Can it just be something simple, or do I need to kind of discern what's best? So the more that I, go ahead and do the listening, sometimes I'll maybe put it on pause because I'm still I still want to do other stuff. But the writing pieces are really kind of spectacular, and I really enjoy all of my sessions. So I do Akashic Records. I'm a quantum healing hypnosis technique practitioner level 2 here in sunny Scottsdale. I've had a lot of really wonderful people coming in and seeing what they want to experience or how they're healing. So all of this is an unfoldment. It's so even with these written pieces, I wouldn't get too triggered by the words and the phrasing, but just look at everything as frequency and energy. Everything is everything, and energy is all there is, and that's pretty much what it is. It's just we're all energy beings. We happen to have cute little suits and bodies and all this, and we're kind of cruising around, on this spaciousness of this planet Earth, Gaia, is that we're just having more experiences and having more goodness and more awareness of what it is to be here, what it is to be here. So we'll see you soon. And namaste.